Imagine being an artist, spending over 10 years working hard on your goals, yet never rising to the top. Then suddenly, one summer, you're winning VMAs, you're headlining festivals, and you have the world in the palm of your hand, with nothing more than the phrase, "That's that me espresso." Was this overnight success, or did someone, somewhere, plan for this exact moment to happen? That's the story of Sabrina Carpenter, yes, a very talented artist. But talent alone doesn't guarantee success. Smart marketing does. And today, we're going to uncover how strategic branding turned her into a global phenomenon, and how this applies to you more than you think. Okay, now I'll be honest, I'm no Sabrina Carpenter, and chances are neither are you. So why should we care about branding ourselves anyway? Perception is power in today's world. You could be an artist, a student, starting your own business, but how you present yourself, your brand, determines how people see you, trust you, remember you. Branding is how you open doors to opportunities and forge a path to success that's unique to who you are. So with that in mind, let's get started. Take a look at the images behind me. This outlines success factor number 1 with Sabrina: associations. She made use of what's known as borrowed credibility in marketing, which is leveraging the authority of others to add credibility to your brand. Taylor Swift's long-lasting career enabled a new audience to see Sabrina in a positive light, and stream her music more, allowing it to achieve greater popularity. Great for Sabrina, she met Taylor Swift. But what does this mean for you? Well, in your personal scheme, surround yourself with people who support what you represent. When people view your brand, this is a clear indicator of what kind of person you are and what kind of environments you place yourself in. When you align yourself with individuals who share your vision, you create a network that reinforces your identity and amplifies your message. And it's not just for having that support. Having that network enables you to access all sorts of new opportunities for professional and social growth. Just look at all the places Sabrina's gone to thanks to opening for Taylor Swift. And I've realized it's not just the people you personally connect with, but those you make it known you idolize or adore. I've connected with many friends over the years, over other friends I've had, or artists I appreciate, like, of course, Sabrina Carpenter. But borrowed credibility isn't enough on its own. It needs to be backed up with something about its subject, and in this case, it's Sabrina's style, and how it reflects who she is, for step 2 of marketing with Sabrina, which is having a clear style that reflects your identity. Compare Disney Sabrina to Sabrina now. Yeah, the difference is massive. However, it's not just the fact that her style has changed. It's the fact that her style has changed in a way that suits who she is. On a visual level, the iconic blush and baby blue color scheme perfectly complement her features. The blush complements her face shape, and the baby blue matches her complexion. Regarding her personality, the mini dresses and skirts with emblems of hearts and kisses perfectly highlight her fun, flirty, feminine persona. It's in the details. Even the stockings she wears on tour have some of her more playful lyrics emboldened on them to highlight the fact that her playfulness isn't just her style, it's her music too. Some are a little bit, let's say, risque, but here are some of the school-appropriate ones. Yeah. Okay, back to our big question. What does this mean for you? Well, you need to have a clear identity that reflects, and style that reflects who you are. Similar to how Sabrina aligned herself with symbols and colors that suit her, you can align your style to show more than just your preferences, but who you are as a person. Of course, this requires knowing who you are as a person, which means you have to have found yourself, which seems like this daunting, scary process, and let's be real, it kinda is, but it doesn't have to happen overnight. Visually, enhance your favorite things about yourself. Everyone has those things they like best about themselves, or that style they've always gravitated towards. And you can play to that. Of course, it is personality too, and this is where most people find themselves struggling. A good place to start? Choose one part of your personality that you genuinely like about yourself and you feel captures you in a snapshot. It could be your humor, creativity, confidence, and highlight that as your brand foundation. You don't need to show every part of yourself at once. In fact, most powerful brands don't. They start with one clear message, like Sabrina choosing to only highlight her playfulness first, and evolve from there. You don't need to be loud. You need to be clear. Even if you don't have it all figured out, which same, having a part of yourself that you genuinely like being part of your brand gives your brand your heart, and people are drawn to that. Let's move on to step 3 of marketing with Sabrina. Ditch blindly being a trend follower. Okay, caveat here, Sabrina does follow trends, but from a different time. She follows trends from the 50s and 60s, especially when creating her outfits. She pulls elements like baby doll dresses and headscarves. Even her music has this old-timey feel to it, pulling elements from 80s synth pop to create songs like Busy Woman. However, it's not just the fact that she's following these trends. She's putting her own fun, modern spin on them. For example, with the fashion, by pairing them with more recent styles like platform heels and structured bodysuits. This blending turns her into the blueprint for the comeback of these older styles and makes her stand out, since she's the only person wearing them like this. What you can learn from this is following trends turns you into one of the people who blends into the crowd, rather than being one of the people leading it. When the trend is gone, so is the memory of your brand. This actually happened to Sabrina during the Emails I Can't Send album rollout, where she followed the Y2K trend. It worked at the time, but it didn't build that long-lasting signature. Now, by reinventing modern vintage aesthetics with her own touch, she's setting the trend instead of chasing it. And that's what makes a brand stick. It's recognizable, it's original, and it gets people talking, since it's not what everyone else is doing. So what you can learn from this is you don't have to avoid trends like the plague. Rather, twist them in a way and flip them on their head in a way that only you can, in a way that's unique to your brand. So yes, your "that's that in the espresso" moment is out there too. It's time for you to find it, own it, and put it out there in a way people won't forget. You'll need good associations, a clear identity that is matched by your style, and to spin your own trends. And if it doesn't come all together right away, that's okay. It took Sabrina 10 years too. Thank you.